Hey everyone, welcome back to Art of the Riff. Today we're going to be taking a look at Black Sabbath. Black Sabbath is one of the first bands I can remember ever picking up an album from. I was maybe 12, maybe 13. My father was in the military. I would go to the PX, I would hit up the arcade, and then for some reason I would go into the PX and decide I wanted to check out some music. And Black Sabbath was one of the first ones. AC/DC, Led Zeppelin, all that old classic stuff. But the first Black Sabbath I want to get, because it had to have been 1990, so I was 13, because the first one I got was TYR. I'm not sure how you pronounce it, so I'm going to call it TYR. I'd never heard anything like that. I thought it was like simply amazing. So then I started like finding other albums. Either the second or third album I got was Vol4, which is the album we're going to look at today. We're going to be using this carbon, set neck, mahogany body, mahogany neck guitar with an orange rock reverb and a Iomi boost to kind of dial in the tones. The bass is just going to be some cheap-ass Jackson bass. And I'm using an IR for an Iomi cab. So we're going to try to get a little close to the sound, but that's not really what this is about. I just want to talk about the riffs. There's so many good riffs on this album. Volume 4, along with Master of Reality, those were kind of like the blueprint for Doom and still is today. And there were some really just crushing, just slow, plodding, heavy riffs on Volume 4, and I always dug them. So we're going to start with Under the Sun. That's going to be the first one we check out. Now, I want to show you this. Got the tab book. You can go to Amazon and buy this right now. It's not horrible, but a lot of the stuff that's supposed to be kind of swung or shuffled, they have it as like straight notes in here, which kind of will throw some people for a loop, I guess. But yeah, it's tabbed as straight notes like the second riff in Under the Sun. So we're going to go ahead and look at that real quick. So yeah, that very first riff is just so like slow and plodding and just full on Doom. Then it goes to that groovy riff that, you know, bands like Church of Misery make a whole career out of. Badass riff. So then we're going to move on to, we're going to check out Supernaut now. Supernaut, for the longest time, I could never figure out what the whoop whoop thing was. I always thought it was like an effect, but it's just like sliding up the neck. So we're going to take a look at that. The use of thirds as a harmony, which is another Doom staple, another metal staple, kind of like, I don't know too many bands back then that were kind of doing that. I'm sure there was others. If you could leave a comment down below who else was doing melodies in thirds in, what was it, 70? 71? Let's see. So 72 was when this came out. Like, what other bands could you think of that were doing thirds harmonies like that in 72? So now let's go ahead and check out Supernaut. Now, I also wanted to check out Cornucopia. That was another one I thought about doing, but I decided not to do that one, and instead went for Snowblind, because Snowblind, the whole song from start to finish is just badass. I kind of wish I would have done the solo section as well, because the arpeggiated chords where he brings the volume down to kind of get a cleaner tone, that section is brilliant. the way the bass notes move down. It's this descending pattern that has like bass notes that are descending, but the higher notes stay there. That part is just, it's brilliant. That's all I can say about that. So let's go ahead and check out Snowblind. So there you have it. That's 3 songs from Volume 4 we just checked out. We could have checked out Wheels of Confusion. We could have checked out St. Vitus Dance. We could have checked out so many things because the album is just Tomorrow's Dream. I mean, the album is just pure brilliant from start to finish. Like, you could say FX and Changes were maybe a misstep on the album, but I don't feel like it. I feel like Changes really fit with the rest of the vibe. FX was a cool little break in between the songs. So yeah, Volume 4, one of the great classic Black Sabbath albums. I hope you guys dug this video. If you did, like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. And definitely going to do some more Sabbath soon. See you guys in the next one.